Hey gamers, it's grindthisgame here, back with oxygen not included. The what is this? The frozen frosty DLC. No, the frozen. I can't remember the name of the DLC. Anyway, it's frozen, it's frosty, it's cold. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. We are going to build a Rodriguez today, and a Rodriguez is a SPOM, and a SPOM is a self-powered oxygen maker, because we don't have enough oxygen. For this giant base, we have insufficient oxygen generation. So I've picked a place where I want to build it. I've drawn a schematic on a piece of paper that I've done many times in the past, because I always forget how to make this thing. And we're going to stick it in here. It seems like a good enough place to build this thing. I'm just going to continue to strip mine down here. We're going to try to focus on this one thing today, and we'll see how it goes. Let's go full speed. So I'll start laying it out, I guess. It requires 6 pumps on the bottom. 6 gas pumps. Made out of something that preferably won't melt. I'm gonna use steel because I have it. Gold amalgam would be better, but I don't have any. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then, let's see here. It's nice to leave a way for them to get in here, so I think I'll leave a door here initially. Later on we'll remove that. The reason we insulate it is that this thing gets pretty damn hot. The oxygen that comes out of electrolyzers is 70 degrees, I think. So you want it to be insulated. Otherwise it'll just bleed off all its heat. And it is... You can get it to kind of cool itself, in theory, and then just cool the oxygen that's coming out. Anyway, so we have 4. You can use airflow tiles here, but I like to use mesh tiles in case the liquid gets stuck in there. 4 mesh tiles. I guess we better keep strip mining down here. I'm going to strip mine this whole layer just because that's easier than going back and strip mining that later. So 6 of those, 4 electrolyzers. Right now we only have 2 electrolyzers feeding kind of the whole base, which is kind of... We also have these plants. Where are they? They're probably all dead now. We had plants turning CO2. These things, alveo vera. These things only work in the cold though, and we're starting to warm the base up. I put in some bristle blossoms off camera. Put a few more of those in. This is to start to chew through all the water. We just have too much water. And the water's getting kind of warm here. Anyway, ideally, this kind of thing runs on... Waiting steel, yeah. This kind of thing runs on hot water, because it's going to pump out hot oxygen anyway. And then it's way easier to cool a gas than a liquid, because the mass is much, much lower. 1 tile of gas is 1 kilogram. 1 tile of liquid, sorry, is 1,000 kilograms. So, much easier to cool the gas that comes out of this thing. Guess we'll let them strip mine this first before we get too carried away. Or would it be safe to start going in here? We'll do it. So 4 electrolyzers also should be out of things that don't melt at 75 degrees, so we'll use steel. Not a good idea, but we'll use steel. They go here, like this. I should strip mine first. You know what? It's going to make things much easier just to do this first. Otherwise dupes may get stuck. Dupes like to jump up on things like this and they get stuck. We'll see what they do. Now this thing I put in last time, the aqua tuner, I really should have built this in a self-contained room with a steam turbine on top. Even better, I should have put it in the steam room, the cooling loop, but I think it's going to be alright. We'll move it at some point. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot in there. This thing is generating quite a bit of power for us. The cooling loop is kind of working. Generator too hot. We probably don't have enough liquid in our cooling loop. Something bad just happened. Someone got trapped already. Oh yeah, as you do. As you do, little dupes. Well, let's put a ladder here for you to get out. This is priority 1-9. They can keep busy while they are suffocating. But actually, they have oxygen. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Okay, I kind of want a way down here as well, just in case we need to do anything on this side. And we're gonna have to sweep all the crap out of there. Let's leave this airlock open for now. I've seen lots of people build these in debug mode and they do tutorials on them. Actually building them requires a little bit more finagling, I should say. Okay. Because there's little bits that you have to deal with. Okay, steel. 4 of those. We'll start the big sweep of everything in here. Yes, there's some finagling involved. Can I take those out? They're gonna get stuck if I do that. I'm looking at my diagram and I'm wondering, does that make sense? I think so. I think we put a floor here. Have I messed anything up already? It's possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sensors. Floor. Yeah, some Atmos sensors go here. Atmos sensors right here. Iron is, should be fine. These are to measure the oxygen coming out of these things. Or the pressure in the system for the oxygen. And then there's going to be a sensor up top for the, I gotta make sure I'm not destroying everything. And there's a sensor up higher for the hydrogen part. Some people build these with a gap in here. I'm gonna not do it that way because I like this cleaner way better. And people also use airlocks here. These, if we build those out of iron, I think they'll be okay. These could technically be tiles, but I think people use airlocks here so they can get in while they're building stuff. This is going to take a while. This might take the whole episode, but we're going to focus on it because usually I get distracted, as you guys have seen. And we're going to have 2 different power lines to power this thing. This is about 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish. Something like that. As long as we keep it at 2,000. Under 2,000. Is someone trapped? Yeah, they didn't get this done. Priority 9 here. So you can get out. There they go. They should be able to get out of there. There we go. Lots of sweeping. There's lots of junk in there. Radiation, that's okay. There's a little bit of radiation here. Yeah, that's fine. It's not gonna touch them. So I probably should have built all the input pipes first, but we're gonna need water going in here. And the water is gonna be hot, but we can actually use the water as cooling. Let me think about that. Yeah, the water's gonna not be boiling, so anything below 100 degrees, it's probably gonna be good. I think we can probably use... I'm kind of running low on metals here. Radiant piping. Should I just use regular piping? Let me think about this. Let me think. It's not going to make a huge difference either way. Because we're probably going to feed it hot water. I'm just going to use granite, I think. I'm tempted to use radiant though. We can use a little bit of radiant. Let's use a little bit. So radiant, this is going to be for the water going in. We could probably run it over these things a little bit. That might actually technically heat it up more than we want it. You know what? Let's just use granite. I think it'll work. If it doesn't, we can always tear it apart and rebuild it. So granite here. That's for the hot... Probably the hot water going in. Probably want to actually insulate it, maybe? No. For here will be okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm going to feed it. Cold water or hot water? Well, it's eventually all going to end up 70 plus degrees, so I think I'll just use regular pipe here. But then when we get outside, we want to use insulated because it's probably going to be hot water. Okay, so that's going to go to there. That's water. We got some power hooked up. Max power on that 1680. We can put a little bit more on that. Like that. This will be on a separate circuit. We'll keep building up here. Let me consult my diagram. Okay, so these sensors here, these are going to be for these 3 pumps. These are going to be for these 3 pumps. You can join it all together, I think, technically, but we're just going to do this. And the sensor is going to be set to if above 450. Doesn't have to be exactly that. But, yes, that's probably what we want. That's what's worked for me in the past. 50. Above. Now the piping for getting the gas out, that's a bit of a variable. I didn't really leave room for that, so maybe we should come down here and make some tunnels. This will rip out when we're all done, because this thing is going to create quite a lot of power. Speaking of power, we're going to need a power line to get over there. I probably should have pre-built this one off camera, because it's going to take some time. But if we put a... let's get rid of this, we'll liberate some metals. Can't remember even what was in there. Doesn't seem to be important though. That was my battery bank, right. This was probably to preserve liquid from going everywhere. Yeah, because this is all going to melt. Maybe I'll leave that there. We'll put it over here instead. Speaking of liquids, let's mop that out. Yeah, this is going to melt. It's at minus 18 right now. It's probably okay. So this will be one of the circuits. Iron, yeah, that's good. Where should we put the power line through? There's a nice spot along here. How much iron do we have? I'm going to probably need to refine some more iron. Actually, that's so far so good. 2,000. Oh, that's not too bad. We'll bring this down here, plug that in. So that'll be one of the circuits. We need some bridges. Iron. Didn't fully think that through. Let's see where we can pass through here. Where is a clean spot? Here. Bridge. 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 We could have gone down instead. This is kind of ugly. Pass it through the door. There we go. That doesn't need to go there. Okay. Conductive bridge there. And can we do a bridge on a bridge? I can't remember. No, we can't. So that's not going to work. We'll put a bridge here. Conductive, please. Here. Then we'll kill that wire underneath and do a bridge here. That, and then we'll go underneath. That's one power line. What do we got here? Sweet little egg. I think I'll slow things down a little bit while we're thinking. Okay, so that's all good. We're gonna have a separate power circuit. We're missing a door here. And then the top of this thing, we need a gap along here for the gases to collect in. So like this. That's right, yeah. The magic of this thing happens from this tile here. The way the gas simulation works is that 2 gases can't be in a tile at the same time. So these things give up oxygen and hydrogen. And at some point the hydrogen gets trapped in this area. And all the oxygen tiles kind of get deleted. Or pumped out. And then on the bottom ends up being all oxygen. Sweep that crap out of there. They're probably going to get stuck in this little area, but we'll see. See how they go. Back to full speed while they build. Then we need an atmos sensor here. This is for the hydrogen pump. This is going to be the longest guide. This is going to be the 1-hour guide to the Rodriguez. I've done this in previous videos. I always say I'll never build these and then I end up building them. Okay, whoa, trapped? Entombed. What's that? Oh, that's probably upstairs. That's fine. We don't care about that right now. We'll stay on target. There is this cool slush salt geyser here and another saltwater geyser here. I think this might be what I feed all the oxygen water from. Once we run out of this this water. For now, it's all coming out of this cool slush geyser. We can use this for cooling. But let's see how they do. They're making quick work of this. Now the piping. The piping. I didn't leave a whole lot of room for piping here. And this initially is going to have mixes of hydrogen and oxygen. That'll come out there. This actually needs to be cooled. This is going to be 70-degree oxygen, so I need to cool it somehow. I'm not sure where yet. Do we want to go left or right here? I could use this whole area to cool it initially and just melt it all. That would work well. We can actually pass it through this. Maybe we'll do that. Actually, why do we have to cool our oxygen? We're trying to warm up the base. I won't cool it initially. We'll just leave it 70-degree hot. And then we got another one here. And then we'll have a third one here. Technically, this should be insulated because it'll be 70 degrees, so let's do that. Everything that's kind of outside of this will insulate. There. Even this stuff, it's okay in there. We'll maybe do these two little ones insulated. Okay, there's our 3 oxygen lines. Hold that up. We need our second power line. So that one's hooked up. There's a nice space here. We could put another power line. That's not what I want to copy. Let's see here. Where can we bring another power line over? Man. We get down to the bottom maybe? That gets a little bit hairy as well. Let's extend this ladder here. We'll make this the service. Alright, there's a geyser in the way. There's a geyser in the middle of that. Okay, we'll go slightly around that. Yes, something like that. Dig that out. Way through there. The fact that that's saying no power is a little bit disturbing. Current load. Did it not get fully connected? No, it didn't, because I didn't quite finish that little thing. We'll remove that wire there, and then this one can technically go across. Once they remove this one. I think the other one I'm going to do along the bottom somewhere. That one is current load. Down here, maybe? Again, instead of waiting for the paint to dry, let's make this a 9. Okay, now we can make it go through there. Okay, that's good. Let's bring another transformer down on this level here. Hopefully I have enough iron for all this. We are running low on iron. Let's mix up some more iron. It was getting really hot here and it's cooled back down. Good. Iron to iron ore. We'll do 20. Currently I'm sending the hot liquid, the hot coolant back through the base to warm things up. Wow, this is a nice diagonal here. I got a frog in my throat. Why do I have this burner on? They don't need this anymore. I'm going to disable that. Oh, one thing I did off camera, these guys were all starving because I had no stone hatch food. They all kind of just slowly converted into stone hatches. Okay, so that power line is good. This power line will start drying. Do we have enough iron? We're gonna run out here. We just ran out. Change to steel? No, we don't want that. We don't want our power lines made out of steel. That's expensive. Okay, let's look at this thing. We need water to go in. Okay, we got water input. We got gas output. And like I said, everything is going to come out of this thing. I'm going to have to... I'm already going to have to move this hydrogen. You know what? We could use this for cooling. Not that I'll need it right away, but let's move that there when they get around to it. You're gonna get some rads when they're in there. Yeah, so we're gonna have hydrogen coming out of here, oxygen, everything. I don't want hydrogen to blow off into the base. So we'll probably want to filter all that, maybe. It could all be coming out of here, actually. Maybe it'll be safe just to have this one. You know, anyway, this automation here should be set to 250 above 250 like that. That's for the hydrogen. Does this look good? I think so. We still got some junk in there. Still need a bit of power on those. Let's make sure I have a bit of iron. I'm not gonna be able to build some of this power line. Actually, they were okay. Power. Conductive. We got 520. We're gonna need a bridge there. And then I'm gonna have to get through this hairball. Probably around it. 270. Changing to steel. Okay. I gotta be careful about what I dig here, because I don't want this. I don't want to open this up, because this is where we're filtering out our hydrogen right now. And there's some hydrogen stuck there. How are we gonna do this? Carefully. We're gonna have to do this carefully. We keep this room sealed. Let's put some tiles here. We'll have a little temporary thing in here. You gotta be careful though. It's fine, the hydrogen gets out. It's just, it's a pain in the ass to go and filter up random gases. It really is a pain. It's not a fun thing to do. Let me tell you. From experience. Okay, so power. These two. Now, this thing is going to give off quite a bit of hydrogen. We probably want to send the hydrogen off to a place that can get burnt off. We could use this line. And we're going to need a few more of these, I think. So we'll do 2 more of these. This will just dump the power on the power grid. We're also doing some cooling here. I'm doing random cooling and heating all over the place. We're heating here and we're cooling there. It'll all be fixed later. Okay, so we want to make some room for our gas pipes here. We'll move this. So then we move that. We can put this line in. Well, we're not going to have any hydrogen coming out of this soon. This is kind of the old school original way to do it, and this thing, I don't know if it's abusing the simulation or embracing the simulation, but it's much more efficient because you don't need to filter. It naturally filters. We're going to do insulated igneous rock pipe here. Or should we go just sideways? Let's just go sideways. We're going to be going... Oh, can't get in the way of all that. Well, we could bridge. I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. It's going to go towards the base initially. But then I'm going to need to cool it. I don't want to add that to this video. But later on, we'll probably take it left, run it through all this, or just through a chiller of some sort. But for now, we can dump it in the base because it's not going to be... The base is... Actually, it's warming up pretty fast. I love how it's diagonal. It's so bizarre. Got lots of CO2 building up. For our rocket. Let's check what's on the printer. Wood! We add to our wood collection. Hydrogen, where do we want to put you? Well, let's cancel that till we decide. Oh, they already started building it. Oops. Let's take the hydrogen. It's going to be hot, so it needs to be... I need to upgrade this pipe. We could burn it off right here, but the power grid... The heavy watt wire is not here, and I want to dump all the power back on the grid. The whole self-powered thing, technically we could try to have it all run by its own, but I usually just connect it to the backbone. But we don't have a heavy watt wire anywhere near there. We have one over here. We could take it through the bottom of the base. and bring it around the other side. That would be easier, maybe. And then we could do all the hydrogen burning off here instead. That would take some time to build, though. Because they're going to have to be... Oh, they won't have to be in suits. Do we want to do it along here? I think not. I think I'll just build the pipe instead. We just have to upgrade it to insulated. It's going to be... Hot damn, hot gas. Hot damn gas. Okay, that goes like that. All the way over to these ones. Okay, those are hooked up. Pipe is being built. Probably should technically be insulated along here too. Basically, insulate everything is kind of the rule of thumb, because later on you're probably going to want to insulate it. These are okay for now, though. Okay, this is for the hydrogen. I want to actually route that through here. Try to keep it out of the way of the oxygen ones. Now, other things are going to come out of here other than hydrogen initially. So, to start, we will filter it. And then later on we can remove the filter safely. Let's see, gas filter. We'll put it right there. Won't let us put over the ladder, of course. There? There. Filtered output. We want this one. Everything else is going to be oxygen. We can probably just dump that here. I'm going to use a high pressure gas vent because it's probably high pressure in here already. Actually, no, it's not too bad. But like I said, we can remove this once the system is equalized and normalized and all that good stuff. Okay, power. That has power. We got 1920 on that line. That's fine. We got to build the rest of our power line here, which was coming over this way, and we got to go through here somehow. They're going to get some wet feet. Well, we'll build it to here. And I gotta be careful what I release here. And we'll come up through here and go there. Okay. And they're gonna need a way to get over there. Let's build some ladders for them. Okay. I don't want the hydrogen to get out. I think what we'll probably do is... Oh, maybe a little tiny bit of it can leak out. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about that. One little tile of hydrogen. How much is there? Not much. Well, we could keep building the ceiling and normalize it that way. Put a ceiling here. Oh, there's a plant there. There's a plant in the way. Okay, let's fix this. Unbreathable hydrogen, please. For that needs some power. Let's change this a little bit. Should we snip that and kind of limit on iron? I'm gonna snip this one. Do we get our metal back when we snip? Probably not. No, we don't. So that's kind of a downside of snipping. We'll put that on this power line instead, and then we'll put this filter on that power line. Should probably liberate our precious iron. Okay, we're almost ready to turn this thing on. Famous last words. It's probably going to be quite a while, actually. What are you doing in here? Are you gonna live in the Rodriguez? How on earth did they even get here? We have an animal living in our thing. No, they're gonna poop in there and everything. I'm sorry. We could move you, or instead we will murder you. Barbecue. You'll be dinner. Okay, power. We're almost there. We're almost there. We can seal this up now safely. The geyser is erupting. -10. Delicious coolness. Usually you're striving to make everything cool. And yet I'm trying to heat everything up. Okay, so that's safe to dig that out. That power line should get connected. And we need some bridges. I'm going to go through some abyssalite here. Does it matter if I let this coolness out? I don't think so, but we'll use the insulated tile here. There's some water there. I gotta be careful here not to disrupt the liquid lock. We'll let that water flow into there. Clean this up a bit. We're destroying precious abyssalite. Someone explained how the temperature simulation worked for me. I think I knew a long time ago, but I've completely forgotten. It uses the thermal conductivity of the average of the two tiles. So when you have two abyssalite side by side and they're both 0, no temperature moves. But it explains why abyssalite can get hot beside hot tiles. Like this one's 1,000 degrees and the heat is leaking into this because it's averaging the conductivity of 0 and 2, which is 1. And then so heat transfers. That's why if you have just a one tile abyssalite layer, bad things happen. And that explains how heat gets out of this abyssalite. Pretty hot in there. How hot is it here now? Oh, it's getting pretty hot there. Back on target. Okay, power line. We're gonna get through here. Let's make this a 7. All of it a 7. Well, once this project is done, we'll have lots of copious amounts of extra oxygen because we only have 15 dupes on this asteroid. I forget how many this thing feeds. Each one of these is about, let's see, we can do the math. We get 888, 888, this is almost 9 dupes. Let's say 8. So 8, 16, yeah, we got 32 dupes on one of these. Something like that, roughly. Probably 30 to be conservative. So we have double the amount we need. But we need to feed the other base, which has 2 dupes. We're sending oxygen over to the other base, and we're going to feed suits and all sorts of things. Make sure we got everything out of there. Yes. Oh, there's still ice in there. Okay, we got that filtered out. Where are we going to put the oxygen? And CO2 and whatever is in there. I guess technically we have to continue these lines or this thing won't fire up properly. I never routed that anywhere, so our oxygen actually went offline. Not good. Not good. For now, this is not recommended, but I think we could just do... Could just send it... Where do we want to put these? It's not cooled. That's okay. I need to dump it somewhere to get the system primed. We could just dump it. Let's just do this. That goes there. Where are we going to stick this one? There. And this one we'll put right here. That probably won't work a long time because we have no good airflow here, so let's fix this. Let's do airflow along here. I guess whenever I use airflow, I should probably just use mesh tile. It's the same cost. I don't want them running out of the bathroom the wrong way. Oh, I guess that's okay. We don't want them getting out of here with dirty hands. I haven't looked at the germ overlay in like forever. It seems like it's okay. They are washing their hands. 37 on these. I haven't looked at the other asteroids in a long time. We'll take a peek, make sure everyone's still alive. Oxygen, 70,000 food. Looks good. I never finished my abyssalite thing here, but I'm not going to get too involved in this stuff. because we're gonna get our Rodriguez done this episode. But we'll queue up a few things here for them. Hopefully they don't perish. Someone recommended that I put my water line. Oh, I never even built my water line yet. Or maybe I did. Yeah, I did. I should have taken my water line through here instead, but they've already built it. That was for this oil thing. Yeah, we never did hook that up. Maybe we should hook that up. That is taking... That's our bathroom water. Oh, which is probably backing up, right? No, that's fine. Should we use this thing? Should we hook it up? Is that what I want? Snip that. That's all gonna be pure water, yeah? Okay, so that's gonna come down here. That's gonna start pumping oil, which is gonna come down here. And it's gonna go off natural gas. We should let them actually do some digging in here. Because we need all this juicy fossil that's in here. We can come across here safely. And I think technically, well, we'll leave it at that. They like to get stuck. We'll do really safe digs here only. We should get alerted if they get stuck. Famous last words. Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll come back later. Let's check out this thing. Did we get the power line done? Not fully. That's probably the last, one of the last pieces. We are basically out of iron. Whatever happened here. We made the iron, but we need to make more. How much do we have? 25 tons? We'll do 30 this time. Why not? Enter. Where's my enter key? There. Priority on that is 8. Temperature around there is fine. The really, really hot liquid coming back from the steel thing is going to come out here quite warm. Let's see. It's coming out at 50 degrees. That's pretty warm. Okay, she's looking pretty good here. We got places for the oxygen to go. Some hydrogen might come out of here. It's possible. We got all our sensors. We got it all sweeped out. We have to build this, close this. Are we ready to close it? We got power. We got gas. I think we can probably do it, maybe. We got water. We don't have any water going in. Let's send some water in there. This is gonna be... We need pure water only. So let's take it from... here. This is being filtered. This may become hot water eventually, so let's do it right. We'll do insulated. I guess technically I could have gone there, but we'll do there. Okay. Okay. We probably don't want to fire it up just yet, though. We'll leave one last connection there. Because we want to seal it in first. And I think I've remembered everything. I usually forget something and we have to go back in. Let's close the door. Maybe even lock the door. We should actually replace this door with the solid tiles, because we probably won't be going back in. Let's remove those, actually. Remove the door. There's no oxygen here right now. That'll change quite a bit pretty soon here. For some reason I couldn't remove these before. Now we go. That's good. Okay, we still have a few bits in there. We'll seal her up. I'm sure I've forgotten something. We'll crack her back open and we'll fix whatever errors I made. I think that's safe to seal. I didn't really do any cooling. But that's okay. The gas pipes here should allow some cooling, and this should allow some cooling, but not a whole lot. Okay, let's seal her up and fire her up and see what happens. Oh, I ran out of polluted dirt. Imagine that. Here we go, moment of truth. The big cutover. We might have time left to do other things. Imagine that. I want to do some desalination. Even though we have loads of water. Okay, come on. Has it died? Okay, it's sealed. Let's connect her. See what happens. See what I missed. We shall see pretty soon. It's probably gonna back pressure because I don't have this oxygen really going anywhere. But it is pretty low here anyway. Let's see what happens. Here comes the water. Not much of it, but some of it. Here we go. It's bubbling. It's bubbling. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Oxygen coming out. Good. Some CO2 coming out. That's fine. Hydrogen coming out. Filtered out. That's good. Oh, that's good, baby. We like it. Look at that. That's nice. That's nice. What a beautiful design. Whoever designed this thing. Let me look at my diagram. Did I do it all right? I think so. So eventually, this top layer will be all hydrogen if I've done this correctly. There's like one little tile like oxygen there. I think it's working. I think it's working. It's gonna get hot in here. It's getting pretty hot already. Look at that. Yeah, this gas is going to be 70 degrees, so if we keep pumping 70 degrees in the base, eventually the base will be 70 degrees. And it won't be good. It won't be pretty, folks. So, we'll definitely want to deal with that. We'll build a chiller somewhere. I kind of want to melt this whole area so we could pass it through here. Since we have time, we should probably focus on that, actually, maybe. This is all gonna melt. I want to get this out of here pretty quick. Should we decommission the other thing? Oh, did I hook up the automation for this one? Above 450. No, that's good. These are not even running. Oh, we're not getting enough water in there. Okay, that's why. Where's all the water going? Oh, we're sending half of it to that for cooling. Why am I using my filtered water for cooling? Am I? No, I'm not. That's what am I doing? Well, these can go out. We'll disable the two electrolyzers here. We don't need those anymore. We'll delete them pretty soon. That's where all our water is going. Well, some of it. And then some of it is going... Half of it is going to the cooling loop. Okay, I should probably technically have two pumps. We want full water going to the other one. But turning those off will help. That's still running. I thought I disabled you. Maybe I didn't. We need more water. More pure water. Disable. Priority 9. Maybe it'll do it at priority 9. There we go. Might as well do mesh tiles here. Even though I'm going to decommission this whole thing. Most of it. Still don't have enough water going there. We need a dedicated pump, I think. Yeah, one for cooling. We can use this water down here. Yeah, we need a dedicated pump for that. That's probably not going to be high enough. Let's remove some ice containers. Could have put it right here, technically. Too late. Let's put it here. Okay, so this will be for cooling only. We can put it into the output of this one. Well, we can get rid of this bridge. Deconstruct that bridge. A bit of a reroute here. What was this plug for? That's for that. What the heck was I doing here? I'm feeding just water straight up here into these bristle blossoms. They may get some other ingredients going in there. That's possible. We'll remove that pipe there. This pipe's not being used right now. Try to clean things up a little bit. Now this is full water. Okay, good. Well, for the moment. I think it's safe to remove these electrolyzers. Electrolyzers are gone, electrolyzers are gone. These pumps are not going to help us at all. We're removing the pumps. Removing the filter. This room is just pure CO2 now. We need to pump some oxygen in there, man. It's a nasty room. It's a death trap. Okay, let's do this all 7. Power. This power line is saturated. But this one is not, so we can use this one that I recently built. That pump. Okay. Nothing to breathe in here. Nothing to see, nothing to breathe. These filters if needed. The big cleanup begins. Goodbye, pipes. Liquid lock isn't really helping us. This is ethanol, so we don't want this to go. Yeah, let's remove this wall. This oxygen's gonna start to back up. Yeah, it already has. Okay, so we need to actually build the proper oxygen lines into the base and beyond. Okay, we got an oxygen line going to the other base. That's here. This one, we're gonna tie into that somewhere. Maybe down here. This one. Okay, this one can go. This one can go here. This can all come out. That's going to the other base. These ones, you know, I kind of want to put these over the Wheezeworts that we got here. Speaking of Wheezeworts, have we been doing our research? They haven't done anything in here. Oh, they can't get past that to get there. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because they got no data banks, they can't do that. We can do some of this stuff, though. Okay. I think it's normalized, maybe? The whole top layer looks like it's hydrogen, so we can probably take that filter out and save us some energy. I think I'll leave it there though. We don't have any power issues right now. Let's check our battery bank at the top. Yeah. I'll leave it there for now. Once it's ran for a little while, we'll take it out. But we gotta get this oxygen out of here. So that's getting built. That'll feed that base. That's, wait a minute. Yeah, that's going up there. Oh boy, some of it's going to the base, some of it's going out there. That's okay, we'll make these pipes better later. I don't like this hydrogen pipe here one bit. But let's get the actual oxygen into the living quarters so they can breathe. This used to be the old line that's already kind of piped in. So maybe we could join with that somewhere. Let's join this one. Straight lines, please. Straight lines. There. That should help with that. And the third one, I'm not sure where I'm going to put the third one. Well, look at that. The pressure in here went high fast because of this vent and all the excess. I like it. It's looking good. It's a beautiful machine. It's hot, 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 hot. It's going to get hotter in there. Technically, we could use the cold water coming in at 13 degrees to cool things, but it's too late for that. We already built it. We sealed it. We're never ever going to open it again. Let's get rid of this. Before we get rid of that, let's build a wall here. Do we need a wall here? Sure. Okay. I do want to get up into all this stuff here. Get this cool slush geyser, but we have lots of water to get through in our water tank. Oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do this. I kind of want this cooling loop to be just in the steam room. Actually, what does this thing overheat at? Melting point. Overheat temperature is 125. No, we can't stick that in there. I thought I made this out of steel. Did I get this steel? Iron ore. Oh, I guess I built it out of iron ore because it's underwater and it's not going to get that hot. But the next one we build will have to be out of steel. I think I'm just going to stick it in here. I think I'm going to do it here. So we have time. We have time. We can do it. We have 11 minutes. Let's see if we can build this thing. There's no way. We'll try. I'm gonna build a floor here. Insulated, maybe. 2, 3, 4. Doesn't have to be big. Alright, we have to be able to get over there though. Take that out. Build a steel aquatuner in here if we have the juice. Aquatuner steel. We don't have enough steel. Okay. We use it all up on bad stuff. Let's do some steel. Let's do 20 steel. This is gonna be hot, hot, hot. Oh, I don't think I have my... I think I killed my cooling loop. That's going there. We never hooked that up, so we'll hook that up. That's the cooling loop. Going that way. Why was I doubling up this here? This is... What the heck was I doing here? This was supposed to be polluted water. I'm killing the tree! Gosh. I'm sending the wrong water in there. Oh well. We'll let that tree die, maybe. Okay, here comes the cooling loop water. We got some ethanol in there. Lovely. Clean that up. This thing's gushing away. Okay, cooling loop will allow us to start making some steel and heat the place right up. What do we got here? Carbon dioxide? No ice. Let's get that out of there. Pop this up. Sweep that up. We'll make sure that steel is being made, not iron. Make sure we got everything for steel. We got lime, we got refined carbon. That's all good. While they're working on that, well, I'm not gonna have time to fully build this, but we'll spec it out, I guess. So we have enough steel. Producing steel. This water's gonna be damn hot. Uh-oh. It turned into steam. It's so hot it turned into steam. Oops. Oopsie. Oh, it's this. It's the steel falling on the ground that's cooking everything. Or is it this? No, this water's too warm. I think this water's too warm. It's coming out and breaking the thing. Okay, we can't make steel here anymore. Iron to steel. I can't even see what temperature it's coming out at because it's... But we can see how much it goes up by. There is a way here. Iron to steel. Let's see. There's a way to see this. Forget where. Somewhere in here, you can hover over and see the temperature of the water coming out. I can't remember where though. We probably need to use a better coolant than that. We can use oil. Let's cancel this. We'll make this 0. I should probably do my metal refining up top where I have oil. This is not the best place to do it. But do we have enough to just get this thing built? Is the question. Utilities. Do we have enough? Oh, just barely. Okay, so this is going to be for this. That's going to need power. Probably want another transformer somewhere. So the idea is that this is going to be our cooler. And all the heat that's going to get dumped out of this thing is going to be dumped into some water or ice or whatever we choose. And then on top, doesn't need to be this big. On top, to dig through here. On top is going to be a steam turbine. I think I might have to make this 3 high. Needs a little gap, I think. This is going to get in the way really quickly. Where should we send all this water? We're running out of time. Well, let's do... seal that up, and then we'll dig our way in, I guess. to clean this water out of there. It's in the way of my grand plans. Yeah, so steam turbine sits on top. Basically, you're transferring heat from... Right now, the heat is being transferred from here into the water, which is bad long term. And in here, the heat will be transferred into the water. It'll turn into steam. The steam will go into a steam turbine and delete the heat. Delete some of the heat. Instead of just moving it, it will delete some. Let's make sure this is a 9. I want to build this wall before get in there. Chilly surroundings, fine. Let's quickly check our other map here. Make sure they got stuff to do. We can safely cut in here. There's no zombie spores in here, right? I let up the zombie spores. Apparently the zombie spores get used later for something. Some little device. They could technically dig here and jump up there, but hopefully they don't. Take this out safely. Take this out safely. Let that oil fall down. So we're getting oil. We're getting natural gas. Oh, there's quite a bit of natural gas in here now. That's good. We got our liquid lock. Temperature in here is fine. We'll give them lots to do. I think I'll build some ladders over here. Is it necessary? Start digging this out. That guy takes a big inhalation. Quite the inhalation. Okay, so that's fine. Got back to that. Let's check our oxygen maker, make sure it's still running. No, it broke. How on earth did I send it non-pure water? What did it break on? Temperature. Huh? What on earth could have broken it? Did we send some that's only pure water going in there? What? This one's gonna break. What? Why, it's not that hot. I made it out of steel. What is happening here? What just happened? Hmm? This one's breaking too. Why are these all breaking? What? This thing usually runs forever without problems. Huh? Surely you'll all let me know in a comment what I've done wrong. But maybe I don't know how this broke, to be honest. I don't know why these are breaking. It's not too hot. We're sending pure water. Huh? It is getting hot, but not that hot. 57 degrees. Is that bar moving? I can't tell. That means we have to crack it open to go inside. I don't want to do that. We're supposed to seal this thing forever. Maybe it did get too hot. Let's see. Electrolyzer. Overheat temperature 275. No, it didn't get 275 degrees in there. That's for sure. What on earth happened? I'm stupefied. Pure water. Let's make sure. Maybe some non-pure water somehow got in there? What? Well, I guess we gotta crack it open and get in there. Fix it. Okay, we're going in. I don't know what the cause of the problem is though, so... Some hydrogen may get out. Maybe not. Fix these things. And then maybe we can see what went wrong. That bar is going down. What? on earth? Fix it. Oh yeah, it's toasty in there. Heat stroke. Fix it. No, wrong element damage. What? It's water, man. It's water. Oh, is there... What is happening? Wrong element damage. What on earth? Is there... Contents none? There's only water in this pipe? What wrong element? Okay, we're gonna rebuild them because that's very bizarre. I don't know what the hell is going on with these. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. Unless you feed it like polluted water or something. Let's try this again. Steel? I'm all out of steel now, even though I just... Did they just take the steel away? Oh, buggers. Steel. 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 Power. Element damage. What the hell's all this down here? Oh, there was ethanol in there. Somehow ethanol got into the system. Gas ethanol? No, I don't know what's going on here. Somehow we got ethanol in the system. I don't know how, but we gotta get it out of there. We're going over time here. We gotta get this fixed. We must get it fixed. Now it's fine. How on earth did ethanol get into the water line? Oh, you know what? If there's ethanol in here and it goes through a sieve, it doesn't filter it out. It's just gonna send it right through. Oh man, it's right there. That explains it. Okay. One tile of ethanol that was mucking up everything. Oh boy. Now we've got an open Rodriguez. I think it's okay though. At the moment, it's okay. We'll mop this out and things should technically be fine. As a safety measure, we could filter this water. Pure water. Maybe we should just do that. This is all gonna be polluted. Anyway, I think it'll be okay once they get this out of here. Get the ethanol out of there. It's got nowhere to go. Oh, where should we stick that ethanol? Boy. Where's my oxygen? It's not being distributed through the mace. Do I have an ethanol pool in somewhere? We could dump it in here. Let's just do this. Plumbing. Bottle emptier. This will be where the ethanol goes. Priority 9. It's never fun if everything goes right, right? This will be ethanol. It'll get sucked up and put where it needs to go. Okay. Okay. We're gonna set you to... What just happened there? Just happened. Try that again. Liquid. Ethanol. 7. Okay, so that should pick up all this nastiness and get it out of there. This up as well. 39 on those pickups. Or something like that. Now we can seal it, but really, technically, there might be some more ethanols lurking in here. I think we got it all. We could use the filter. Materials overlay, liquid, viable, liquid, something, liquid. It's all water or polluted water. Okay, good. No nasty bits in there. That should fix it. We'll get this ethanol out of there, and then we can seal her back up and call it a day, I think. There's one that isn't right there. And there's some steel there. And hopefully there's no ethanol lurking in these water. Okay, let's seal her up. Priority 9. Oh, I missed the steel. Almost. Almost ready. Can't leave the steel in there. It's precious. We need it. Oh, yeah, come get it, please. Priority 9. Everything in here can be priority 9. It's life support. Make sure the oxygen's going somewhere. That's not helping us here. That's not good. That's one whole line that's not being used, so let's take a line up this way. Oh, don't want to merge with that. We'll stick it here for now. Hot oxygen, you know what? We better not put that up too high. Put it right here. Ventilation. There. Gas bridge. There. It's too much oxygen for what we need. That's why everything is just overpressurizing. That one's not going anywhere either. Oh yeah, it is. It's half of it's going that way. Okay, good. That's going up there, getting dispersed. Let's do this priority 8. And then we can seal this. Hopefully that one piece of granite won't go bloop, like that. Oh, the steel's not out of there. What the hell's with the steel? Priority 9. You know what we can do? Dun, 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 dun. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Pronto. Can they get in there? They can get in there. Top priority. As they run around and do other things. Top emergency priority. I don't think there's anywhere for it to go. That's probably the problem. I don't want to add steel there. I have a different option. Move. Let's move it to here. That's what's going on. There's nowhere to sweep it. I didn't want them sweeping it into the mass storage because it's usually going to be bloody hot. Can you set a priority on that? No. There they go. Get it. Get cooked. Now we can seal it. If that one piece of granite or igneous rock goes to the left, I'll be upset. Maybe. Where's it gonna go? They picked it up. Good. Where's it gonna go? Don't go left. Oh, it went right. Perfect. Okay. Now we can wrap things up. I think things are good now. We definitely have to send the oxygen to more places than we are because it's backing up. For sure. Any extra? We probably won't have any extra, but if we do, we could turn it into oxalate for future use. It's making its way up there. That's fine. Some's going to suits. Oh, we were doing something cheesy here. But those suits are full now. Next time we'll start back on the oil, I think. Gotta pump the little bits of oil out of there. But we got the oxygen settled for a very long time. That's enough for 32 or 30 dupes, let's say. So that's good. We just have to distribute it better. It took the whole episode pretty much, but that's fine. The other thing we'll do next time is get this project finished. This is going to be the cooling, the chiller to replace this one because this is getting too warm in here. But hope you guys enjoyed that. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.